What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilkin. I'm coming back today with a little bit of an update. Now, no pun intended, actually, because we're going to talk about upgrade quests. Now, if you haven't done your upgrade quests, and shamefully, I have to admit, I haven't really done mine, only because last week was, like, really super busy, so a lot of mine didn't get done. Now, if you haven't done these, you need to check this out, okay? So, you have 30 Iris, or 30 selas, available here per day. This is actually twofold on weekdays, threefold. That's 90 selas available here on weekends. In hard mode, same thing. 2 by 50, and in very hard, 2 by 100. So, if you haven't been doing these, it's a great opportunity to acquire a bunch of really easy free-to-play selas. Now, the big question we had, because if you ever, like, really pay attention to this, a lot of these are redundant events. Some of these type quests will actually come up several times over. I'm going to go ahead and let this auto run while we're kind of chit-chatting here. But if you go day by day, a lot of times what will happen is you'll get events for, what is this one? I forget what typing this one is, but it doesn't matter. This one will actually rerun 2, maybe 3 times during the week, and each time, each day, there's more selas available. So the big question we had at the time, and the reason that we kind of held off on making this over the weekend, was because I wanted to know if that selas was permanently farmable, because as we know, that would be a great way. That's it's a little more aggressive than 7th Zone, if I do admit, back on Danmemo. But Danmemo did give us a good amount of selas every week, or Iris, as they called it, every single week. So, when it came to the capabilities of this particular game, in essence, a lot of us were wondering, is this something that is going to become available? Is this something that we were going to be able to utilize every single week to farm selas? Which would be awesome, like having, I think it was like 3,000 selas a week, basically enough to get 1 multi a week. That's really not that much to ask when you compare this to Danmemo. The sad reality is, and very unfortunately, it is not the case. You can only farm this once, which is really tragic. It's logical, but it's also tragic. And the worst part about that is, because this runs every single day, and we do have multiples of these a day, there is a likely situation where, once again, we already see redundancy in the system. Maybe we would have that all over again. Now, if you're like me, if you missed this last week because you were traveling or, had family in town or whatever, any number of, situations that could have happened with a lot of people in the United States last week, maybe you missed out. It's a great time. You need to jump in. You need to acquire this. This is something to do every single day. So notice that I have Earth and Wind today, and I know both of these were 100% run over the weekend. So this isn't something that, unfortunately, is going to be like next Wednesday when these come available, or Tuesday evening, in fact, when these come available. Unfortunately, the selas will have been farmed. So that sadly is a thing. However, if Earth and Wind come up later this week, you will still have the opportunity to farm it at that point, which is frankly pretty awesome. Now, obviously, this is something you want to run every day. You're getting upgrade items for your units. This is really, really, really important, regardless of whether or not we're getting selas. But the main thing I really wanted to discuss here, and the main question we had, was, is this reoccurring selas? Sad reality is, it is not. Some of you guys predicted it. Personally, I didn't think it was going to be, but we had to check. We had to find out. We had to know for absolute certain. And the honest answer is here, sad reality. But every single day, you need to make this part of your repertoire. You need to make these upgrade quests part of your daily, your daily schedule, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Because you need to get your units upgraded, and you should, probably by the end of the year, have every UR in your bin actually at level 70. So this is going to be a great way to make that happen, achieve that. Don't be lazy, as I have a bad habit of doing sometimes. But I wanted to bring you guys all the details as soon as we had it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and share. I will be back with more Danmemo and Danchro, in fact, in this situation, coming up here for you guys really soon.